All right, so the Eagles beat the Lions 38-35 week one. Jalen Hurts, good game. He had no turnovers, had a clean game. But they had a big lead and gave up a big lead late in the game, but he still was able to put a game off. So we got Kevin on, y'all, Eagles fan. So
What's good,
Kevin,
bro?
talk
What's
to
up?
us, man. What's good? Talk to us. What letter grade would you give Jalen Hurts for Sunday's performance?
Um. Oh, I see. Coach. All right, make sure coach is good. My total letter grade. If you talking about just straight quarterback play, I'm gonna give him a B minus. Just off the fact that he hit AJ Brown. He made. I mean, we got a lot of weapons, and he premiered AJ Brown like overly, if you ask me. For the amount of weapons we have, I feel like he targeted one guy too much. But if I was to give him a grade on just impact of the game and being like the reason why we actually won, I would give him an A. Just off the strength of him actually coming and being able to do what was needed to be done in that game. Because me as an Eagle fan, I sit there and think and say, if he couldn't run, what would have happened during that game? So what I say is I give him an A off just off of him being the sole reason that we won.
Mm-hmm.
He told me something boo. What you mean boo? Like what? But like I said, but a pure quarterback play. He over targeted AJ Brown just to my liking. But also I gotta say that I would also blame that on the game plan as well. We ran way too much RPO for what the Lions were throwing at us. It was way too much blitzing going on and way too much pressure getting in the backfield to where he was forced to run and wasn't able to even get into actually reading anything. So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, like you said, you going matter of fact, exhibit A, when you seeing Hurts getting rushed right up the middle, pressure just straight off the bat. If you can run that clip for me real quick.
Gotcha.
Like it's ridiculous. Like I don't know what happened with the protection or anything, how it was sliding. I know it was loud in there, it was sold out. But there's no way your quarterback should have less than a second. Who you reading? Like you got guys like Martin said, oh, he can't read the defense. What defense you gonna read that fast? So it's not happening. But that's not the only play that happened like that. But there's been multiple times that happened like that. But then you also have the shine moments when you got the clip where he throws it between coverage to AJ Brown on this. It's a slant. Don't get me wrong, it's a slant. But he throws the needle. But people say Hurts can't make throws like that. They say, oh, it might be one person that say, oh, he missed the pick, but no, he threaded the needle. If it's Aaron Rodgers, oh, he threaded the needle. If it's Jalen Hurts, it's, oh, nah, he just missed the pick. It's all about context on however you perceive whatever play, whatever. But I feel like he was spot on, and you can also play the clip when he threw the deep bomb that people say Hurts can't do. They say, oh, he can't throw deep or whatever they say. It's a dime straight up the sideline on the money, like simple stuff like that. But honestly, without Hurts, we lose that game. Honestly, I honestly think the Lions would have blew us out week one. It would have been one of those sorry upsets of a team that people had favored it getting blown out by a inferior team during week one. If he didn't run the way he ran, again, like I said, it was crowd noise. Game plan was sorry, and the coaches, even the coaches in the press conference, I didn't play that. I didn't send you that clip, but the coach in the press conference talking about oh, we basically you want him to bail you out. Like basically, like he finna bail us out. Like, what do you mean? Like, how do you put your quarterback in position to just bail you out just because he can run? Meaning he supposed to just save the day. That's not winning football. So I mean, of course, yeah, exactly. He said watch him on the day. Exactly. That's why you watch the all 22s and stuff like that. If you really into football, you really want to understand what's really going on. Because just watching the TV copy all the time doesn't really give you the point of views that you really want to see. So those who already have a bad perception of Hurts, you automatically think, oh, he was running all day. He had a bad game. But if you say and really see what was going on, it's like, okay, his game was nowhere near as bad as it was. He was forced to do that. Now this Minnesota game coming up, I see it as it won't be as much RPO. I think it'll be more traditional, which we can do. But
Really?
I know they do have to mix in the RPO. They pick and choose when they want to do it. But I feel like with Minnesota, they're not a heavy blitzing team. It won't be quite as much going on. I feel like the RPO is also a quick way to get the team acclimated to just do quick plays, quick passes. So I can't really give him a solid grade on pure quarterback play because it was pretty much a college offense that be running that game.
I got you.
But
All right.
I'm gonna give him a B just off of him executing what was called, and I'm gonna give him an A with my other graded system of him just his impact on the game and him actually being the reason why we won the game, and he didn't have any turnovers.
All right, Coach, you want to go?
Yeah. B minus. It was a good game that they won. I had higher hopes on Detroit. I wish their defense would have probably stepped up a little bit more. It's almost like I don't think Hurst ran too much in that game. No, cause I mean I know he had. What I mean by too much, it was more so he'll drop back to escape. I don't think there were too many designed runs because he had more passes to AJ Brown that to me were more impressive because his arm was able to find his receiver properly. Like it wasn't overthrows, it wasn't him throwing in a double coverage, it wasn't him throwing triple coverage. AJ Brown was wide open on every play. Now, why is that? Because of the leg threat of Jalen Hurts. I mean, you have to really protect on defense if this kid takes off. Because if he runs, you're in trouble for about a good 20, 30 yards off rip. So he's fast. Like he's fast. He's running back fast for a quarterback.
He's an elite runner. He's very underrated when it comes.
I will say that he is an elite runner.
I would say deceptive. He's deceptive if you're an opponent. You wouldn't believe that he's as fast until you actually chase him.
Right. Now, what I was impressed with, that's why I can't give him more than a B minus, because the team itself looked great. The running game was amazing because they have the number one rushing offense. So that was displayed behind every running back they wanted to put back there. You know what I mean? I mean, hell, Gainwell got a touchdown. Okay. So, and if you are the Eagles, you're always going to score in the red zone because that's just there. You can't beat them there because why? They are the number one rushing offense. Yes, they can pass, but they have so many rushing abilities to get inside the end zone, whether it's Hurts, whether it's Gainwell, whether it's I can't think of the other boy name.
Boston Scott. Miles Sanders.
Yeah. So they have a great rushing team, and I think that'll carry them. I do think I have to see. I think that torn ACL is a big drop for their defense, and that just means I think teams will be able to run on them. Huh?
Barnett? You talking about Barnett?
The one that tore ACL?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a backup?
Yeah, he's a backup. He don't start no more.
Oh, he's a rotational lineman?
He's a rotational guy. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I put it like this. Now, that's another thing. Like I know he won't want to turn this to an Eagle segment. But Barnett was a starter. He was a first round pick at one point in time. But he's one of the most hated players in Philadelphia. Eagles fans hate him. They can't stand him because he get bonehead penalties at the most worst times of the game. He loses the 49er games, you can say, for real. Because
so Clowney.
Huh?
Yeah, Jadeveon Clowney.
Clowney is someone that's but he don't that type of.
That makes sense.
In college, he broke Reggie White's sack record at Tennessee for the Volunteers and stuff like that. So he has a lot of bend. He has a lot of traits, but he makes a lot of bonehead plays. He's a high head, stuff like that. So Philadelphia Eagles fans, they hate him. I'm surprised I don't see more videos of actually him being celebrated that he's been injured, which is crazy because you don't wish injuring anybody. But Eagles fans hate him. I'm a fan of Barnett though. I'm one of the guys who actually try to vouch for him. But I mean, he's a loss. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to downplay the loss, but we have
feel like his negatives were too big.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that just for me, just for Philadelphia fans. Me personally, I feel like it's a loss. But you won't see that in the media and stuff like that. They say it's a loss. They feel like, we can replace him. But I feel like he has traits that will be missed as a coach. And our coaching staff, I feel like they missing. They're gonna be missing something. But the
All
guy
right.
that we do with Happy Happen, he's very young, so I don't know about that. But back to Hurts. Like I say, there's a lot of people that don't like Hurts and say Hurts can't do this, Hurts can't do that. I could, from an outside standpoint, I can see why you could say it's the same old Hurts, but if you really understand football and see what was going on, he made major improvements. Now he did
Mm-hmm.
have his moments where he left the pocket a little bit early at times, but it wasn't quite as often. When he left the pocket this game, it was mainly because of the sudden the rush was just there so fast, so he had no choice. But he did have moments where he could have maybe dumped it off. It was a clip where um he was running out to the right and Goddard was running open somewhat to an extent where a quarterback that can't run would have dumped it off the Goddard. But Hurts, using his athletic ability, he said, "Forget it, I could just get more yards just running." So that's a gift and a curse when it comes to somebody with that type of athletic ability. So you had to be able to figure out how to balance the two without taking a punishment.
All right. So you gave him a B minus, and coach, you gave him a B minus too.
Correct.
All right. I gotta give him a C minus, y'all. All right. Let me tell you why though, Kevin. You told me, and shout out to Philly Philly Podcast, Joe Castro. Y'all came on this show and y'all said that y'all could win 12, 13, 14 games. He could have this many yards, that many yards. He's gonna be judged based on can he win games throwing the ball.
No, he
Right?
won't. I mean, no.
Hold
He,
on, let me finish. Let me
all
finish.
right,
Let me
I'm sorry,
finish.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Let me finish. Y'all said, all right, so this is a good thing I think Hurts did yesterday. He didn't turn the ball over. He had a clean game. That's always like, okay, first thing you look at, do you turn the ball over, right? Boom, he didn't do that. Number two, all right. When he did get rushed a lot. Y'all offensive line did a poor job against the Lions. I don't know if it's an indictment on y'all or is the Lions just good. I don't know yet. It's only week one, right? So when you guys gave him a little bit of time, he was able to find the open first and second read. He was able to do that when he had time. What I don't like about her is I hope you hear me, Kev? I hope you still can hear me. Right? So what I don't like about what Hurts did, right, is that first of all, out of all the starting quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, right, was sixth worst in completion percentage. All right. The only people that were better than him, that he was better than, Trey Lance, who played in the rain, Justin Fields, who played in the rain, Dak Prescott, who played terrible. He probably played the worst out of all the quarterbacks on Sunday. Jacoby Brissett, a backup quarterback, and Mitchell Trubisky, a backup quarterback. That's number one. Number two, him and four other quarterbacks did not not throw a touchdown yesterday. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of that though, but he did not throw a touchdown. I'm gonna get you credit for not turning the ball over. I gotta look at you not throwing a touchdown. All right, are y'all here? Can y'all hear me? I know Matt, the coach over there breaking up. Y'all can hear me? Y'all here? All right. So look, you called it, Kevin. He leaves the pocket too early, in my opinion. All right. There were moments when he left the pocket, he got a first down, and a lot of y'all fans probably said, "Oh, it's a great play." But if he would have threw it to the open man, they would have got more yards, bigger game. I got you. I got footage for you. I got you. So look, the second play of the game, right? Look at him. He drops back, he get rushed, he runs. I think the same play you just showed, right? No, they already slide. But look at the tight end wide open in the middle. Look at the tight end wide open. Wide open.
He
You
was
gotta
getting
throw
rushed.
that. Look where the
Look at
line
the
of scrimmage.
camera.
Look where the line of scrimmage is. Look.
Pause it. You gotta
Now you
pause
gotta
it.
throw that, man. You gotta throw that.
You gotta pause it. You gotta
I got you.
pause
I
it.
got you. Look, he got blitz,
All
rolled
right,
out,
pause it.
boom. Your tight end
Where's
is
the tight
cut right
end? Where's
there.
the tight end right now?
Right here. Can you see my mouse? Right here.
Yeah, I see it.
Why look at all the daylight in front of him? Nobody. This DB going this way. Everybody's going the opposite way except for his defender. Look, these
Yeah.
guys, his back is turned. And look,
Look
wide
at the
open,
vantage
all the
point.
daylight.
Look at the vantage point of where he's already escaping the rush. Now, the way he escapes rush is different from a quarterback who can't run. You got to understand that too. So, I mean, I'm not saying Joe is wrong. What I'm saying is that a quarterback that can't run escapes rush differently.
All
So,
right.
if you would have pulled a Carson Wentz and ducked his head, like you're gonna see Carson Wentz do 100 times this season, you're gonna see him duck his head to the ground and go under a defender. Maybe he would have seen that, but Hurts automatically knows he can outrun somebody. So he's
But
already
okay.
sprinting to outrun the rush first.
I'm with you, but y'all told me he has to win with his arm. These are things you
No,
gotta do.
no, we said that he has to win with his arm in order to stay there. We can win as many games we want.
No, I got you. We're grading Hurts though. We're not grading the Eagles game. We're grading how well did Hurts play, and for him to stay there for y'all next year.
Okay, so it depends on your grading style. So we grading Hurts to see if he get a contract next year, or we grading Hurts to win the game.
Okay,
because Hurts is going to win a lot
you.
of games regardless of how he looks. Regardless, now him getting a contract next year is totally different.
I got another play for you right here.
Yeah,
goal line. Sweet got the ball. He took off running. Sweet got the ball. He took off running.
That's a called run, though.
No, it's not. Look at Goddard. Look at Goddard on top of the key. Look at Goddard on top of right here. Right here. Wide open. And he even throw his hands up when he ran. Like, what are you doing?
No, but listen, though. Joe, it's another thing, though. It's a thin line when it comes to our offense because I didn't send you the clip. I send it to you later. I can't get on the show right now. But it's a clip of our coach clearly saying Hurts has full control of the offense. So he has 3 audibles to make it a run, change it to another pass, or do what he wants to do at the line of scrimmage. They give him the power to get them into the best play. So maybe he made a wrong decision with calling the wrong play, but I'm pretty sure that looks like a quarterback draw. But again, if I showed you the clip of him running that play when he threw to Devontae Smith on the right, that everybody's run blocking, but he throws the ball, that's a hot read. Now, I don't know if that's a crowd noise thing or if that's a disconnection between him and Devontae Smith of knowing that it's a hot read or whatever like that. So the RPO offense can be kind of complicated when you got a quarterback that can check in and out of plays within any time. So communication can go wrong at any moment.
All right, look.
All right, go ahead.
Real quick, I'm glad you brought that up. All right? Because I believe in that play, he left the pocket too early. Good pass to Devontae Smith. I'll give you that. Devontae Smith.
It was a decent play. He was on the same
he left too early. Look at this right here.
Yeah, I said he had moments though. Yeah, he could have stayed. He could have stayed right there.
Look, it's a clean pocket.
Yeah, it was a clean pocket. Now that one, yeah, but that's why I say he had 4 bad throws though. He had 4 bad throws the whole game. He threw the ball 32 times. The rest
he's not a pocket he has no pocket presence.
So look, that's my point. So look, Kevin, real quick,
it's still better than it was last year. Last year it was worse than that.
All right, look, real quick. My next point with that is the pocket presence. A true quarterback, you step into the pocket,
of course,
and then you find your receiver. I think Jalen Hurts, he still trusts his legs more than he trusts his arm, and not just his arm, his own receiver, because the ball travels faster when you throw it versus running the ball.
I ain't gonna say that because he trusts the hell out of AJ Brown. I think he trusts Smith too, though.
No, he did. Yeah, he did.
Because Smith was a dog. Mark, be cool.
But he also trusts his legs more.
Yeah, he trusts his legs.
Trusts his legs runner. So he don't have to get hit.
Imagine having a Ferrari, a Porsche, a Benz, and all this stuff in your garage. It's kind of hard to choose which one you're gonna drive that day.
But look, this guy told me.
It should be. It should be a simple decision. I mean,
but look.
To be honest with you, I mean, I'm looking at other quarterbacks.
It depends on your mood.
Hey, Kerry, y'all told me that he's the hardest working player by far in the NFL. Y'all told me that he's been working on this that we're talking about all off season. So it's kind of like when it's time to play the game, we don't. I don't want to hear like he's a runner first or that stuff. I get it. I'm not saying don't run the ball, but when there's an opportunity to throw the ball to get the ball down the field faster, and that goal line play that you did say it was a bad decision, but that was a touchdown for Goddard.
Come over. Did he score in that drive?
Yeah. No, y'all scored. Y'all ran the ball. Y'all was on the goal line. I get that. I'm just talking about his issue is he leaves the pocket too early, man.
No, he does, but. And if you compare this game to last year, it's a complete different. Last year, it was totally different. But again, it was week 1, and the way the lines deployed, because again, a lot of those plays, I mean, the one that's on Devontae Smith, that was in the beginning. But if you see between the first and the third quarter, in between that moment, he slowed down and stayed in the pocket a lot more. It was like in those desperation moments where it started to, I need my legs to end this game.
I mean they had a major lead for a while, so yeah, I'd slow down too.
But again, though, what I say is when it comes to Hurts, it's hard to grade him when it comes to other quarterbacks because at the end of the day, no matter how it looks, he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to win the game. And it ain't
hard to grade. If your position is quarterback, there's gonna be a grade that comes with it in your performance of what you do at that position.
At the end of the day, it's all about wins and losses. That's what everybody say. But then when it comes to people like Hurts, it's like, oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that.
Yeah. So, all right. So look, we been on this topic for a while. Every time you on, man, we going. All right. Look, but nah. One thing I would kill. I'm not gonna say he can't throw. Like I'm not gonna say that because that pass to AJ, he was making. Like I said, when he got time, if he don't lead the pocket early, he's gonna take a big leap. Because I said it when y'all gave him time, he hit the open first and second read. You can tell. But when the first and second read is not there, I feel like
He gone.
I'm running.
He gone. He's ready to go. He's already ready to go.
I think insiders also gave insight on that too. Though they were saying that they think that they've simplified it maybe too much for him to where it's like
Carl, right.
first read, second read, take off. Like they told him that, giving him the green light. Like, look, don't even be thinking about sitting back there. Your legs are dangerous. Use them. They giving him the green light on that. But I think longevity, if he wants a contract, if he's talking to his agent, that's a conversation that he needs to have with his team and be like, look, you can't be doing that because you can't get paid like that.
Well, no, nothing wrong with running, but if it's a better opportunity to throw it downfield, to get the ball there quicker and have a bigger play, get more yards, then do that. But true, he gotta have patience in the pocket.
Yeah, but that Lions game, it's hard to grade off that.
No, it's only one game.
Yeah, after the Vikings game, I feel like this game is gonna be more traditional. Yes, the Vikings got pressure on Aaron Rodgers, we know that, but they're not. They're gonna send pressure. Like the Lions is going all abandon out like zero coverage. They was going crazy with it. The Vikings not gonna do that. They're gonna sit back a little bit more. They're gonna have a rush.
Oh no, what they're gonna do is they're gonna let him throw the ball. I'm telling you that now. They're gonna sit back and let him throw.
Yeah, so
they're gonna say, in order to beat us, you need to put up 300 passing yards to beat us in this game. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Because they're gonna do him just like they did Aaron Rodgers last week.
Yeah, because they want a similar defense to what our defensive coordinator runs. He hates blitzing. He blitzed a lot more than I thought he would, honestly. And we still was least in the league. I put a metric up there where it was like we blitzed like least in the league, but that's what the Minnesota Vikings do. They depend on their rush. So, I mean, they can let Hurts go, Mark. I mean, that'd be best for you because Hurts is a nightmare to your squad. But I ain't gonna go there.
All right, look. So we got to end the segment, but Kev, week 1, y'all want to know? Talk to your Eagles fan real quick for week 2.
All right, cool. That's a bet.
All right. No, I'm saying like give a message to your fans before you get off.
Oh no, we're gonna be all right. Like, don't worry about week 1. Anyone who's against Hurts, the Vikings game is gonna be totally different. The game plan will be different. We did the same thing with Atlanta last year when we ran RPO all day, then went to Dallas and threw the ball 40 times. So you never know with our coach. Honestly, it goes week to week. That's one thing I do like about him. Once he gets grasp of what he wants to do, one thing I do like about him is that you never know what game plan you're gonna be going against. He can sit back and do RPO all day, or he can sit there and have Hurts throw it 100 times, or we can run it.
Or they can just straight run the ball.
Yeah, so I mean, I love that about him. It's the unpredictable trait that we have. So we never know. I just know looking at the Vikings defense that I feel like it's gonna be more traditional. Not gonna be as much RPO because their corners gonna be sitting back. It's not gonna be that much attacking. So you can't do that type of stuff because they're not gonna be manipulated by it. So we're gonna see. But Monday night, tune in.
Let's get it. Monday night. Prime time.
Tune in, Mark.
All right. Appreciate you for coming on. All right. And next up, y'all, we got Lambo in the house. Y'all stay tuned. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.